I want to talk to you about credit union personal loan apps for fair credit. So if you have a little bit above a 600 and you're looking for a credit union personal loan app, I want you to watch this show from A to Z. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. First of all, I want to share with you the NIED loan app. So the NIED loan app is available on Android and iOS devices. And with this loan app, if you have let's say a minimum FICO score of 600, you can qualify for a loan app. I mean, a loan app for a loan for fair credit, not a problem. And the cool thing is that this app is also available on the Amazon App Store. That's really fantastic. And with NIED, you are able to through the app, of course, because everything happens faster if you actually apply through the app. NIED is actually able to give you somewhere from 250 all the way to $50,000. Okay. Now you might have the higher the amount, you might have to go to a branch or actually have a phone conversation to finalize the transaction because they want to make sure that you are authenticating the transaction. Let's say if you get approved for $45,000 or $50,000, you can't just do everything via the app. You have to go to a branch at some point to finalize the paperwork. Okay, but the good thing is that this is a credit union personal loan app for fair credit. There is no limit as to how long you have to be a member to actually qualify for the loan. You can actually if you are approved for membership today, you can actually apply through the app for this loan fast. Okay, and in terms of the APR fluctuates based on the repayment window. If you're looking for up to 36 months to repay the loan, they'll give you a maximum of 18%. So it will go from 8% to 17 to 18% APR. If you're looking for 37 to 60 months, you are looking for 15 to 18%. So the longer the period, the repayment period, the higher the APR. And you can use this loan app from NIED for all kinds of possibilities, like let's say emergencies, home improvement loans, debt consolidation. You can do everything. So that's really fantastic, very convenient too. If you are looking for, let's say, a credit union personal loan app for a fair credit, I want you to think this year about PenFed. And PenFed is really great. The best thing about PenFed is that the PenFed mobile app is that the app is available on the App Store, but also in Google Play. That's really good. And PenFed, kind of similar to NIED, has an app that allows you to borrow a maximum of $50,000. And PenFed through the app allows you to even pre-qualify. So you are able to have a soft pull through the app. And basically, the APR starts at 7%. So that's really good. And PenFed wants you to have a minimum FICO score that goes from 590 to 610, depending on the states where you are applying from. They have different different FICO score requirements based on the state where you're applying from. Okay. And the cool thing about the PenFed personal loan for fair credit is that you can use the loan proceeds for a variety of activities: debt consolidation, home improvement, transportation, medical and dental, and life and events. So that's really good. Just want to remind you, basically, you have loans up to $50,000, and unlike NIED, PenFed doesn't have a fluctuating APR based on the repayment window. They will give you an APR based on your risk profile. Just remember that the repayment window goes all the way to 60 months. So you are looking at 5 years maximum. Okay. With PenFed, there is no early payoff penalty. That's really good. There is no origination fee. There are no hidden fees. Everything is pretty transparent. That's one thing you will love. On top of that, unlike NIED, with PenFed, you don't need to be affiliated with the military to actually qualify for membership. You can actually everybody can be a member, a PenFed member. Okay, but remember, if you are going to use the PenFed personal loan app, you want to check your rate first. Don't actually go with the flow, so to speak, and really go through the process and risk a hard pull. You want to first have a soft pull and see how much you could qualify for potentially. If you're all looking for a credit union personal loan app for fair credit, I want you to think about Conexus. And Conexus actually has an app that's available through the App Store and Google Play, so that's really good. And this is an app, by the way, that's very highly rated, and you will love that. And with Conexus, the good thing is that you can actually apply for a personal loan that goes all the way to $50,000, and Conexus is way more generous when it comes to the repayment window. Why? Because instead of giving you 5 years, as NIED and PenFed are doing, Conexus is giving you 7 years, 84 months. Okay, the APR goes from 9% to 18%, so that's really good in terms of flexibility. And one thing I want to say here is that Conexus also has a soft pull process. So you want to go through the process. You want to have a soft pull. You want to see if you can pre-qualify and see how much you could potentially receive from Conexus before actually applying for real. Okay, so you always want to start through the soft pull process first. And the cool thing is that basically with Conexus, you also have the possibility to actually qualify for a personal line of credit. So if for any reason you change your mind or Conexus doesn't approve you for a personal loan, you can actually apply simultaneously for a personal line of credit, and maybe you could qualify for a personal line of credit through the app, through the Conexus app. So Conexus is a great credit union personal loan app. Sorry about that. Let me drink some water here. Sorry about that. Thank you. So what I was actually saying that when you think about Conexus as a credit union personal loan app, you have the fact that you can be approved real fast. Okay, Conexus actually will transfer funds 24 hours after approving you. That's really good, and the possibility to apply real fast through the app is also there. You just need to provide the desired loan amount and term, your personal info like name, address, date of birth, social security number, your contact information, your phone, your email, and financial information. So here I'm speaking about your monthly income and mortgage and rent, like what kind of disposable income you have, so that Conexus can have a clear idea about your DTI ratio. If you are looking for a credit union personal loan app for fair credit, I want you to consider BlueFed. And BlueFed actually this app is available on the App Store and also Google Play. The good thing about BlueFed is that the app is very seamless. It's very efficient. You can actually apply real fast. Okay. The only thing is that BlueFed, the app doesn't give you the possibility to pre-qualify. With BlueFed, if you want to apply through the app, you can also be ready. You should be ready to have a hard pull. There is no possibility for a soft pull either on the app or online. Okay, that's really something to really keep in mind, especially if you are going to apply for a large amount. BlueFed will cap you at $50,000. Through the mobile app, you can only borrow $50,000, which is really standard for credit unions, most credit unions, because I'll show you later on that there are some credit unions that are very generous. But BlueFed will give you $50,000, and you basically to qualify, you need to have a minimum FICO score of 625. 625, and BlueFed has no restriction in terms of how long you have to be a member to actually qualify for a loan. By the way, Conexus or BlueFed, they are actually available in terms of membership. They are available to anyone. Okay, anyone. If you live in this country, no matter where you live at, no matter whom you're affiliated with in terms of biology or profession, you can still qualify for membership. Not a problem. Okay, and you can use a credit union personal loan app through a BlueFed credit union personal loan app for fair credit for all kinds of needs. Actually, you can use the cash for home improvement projects. You can use the cash to consolidate high interest debt. You can use the cash for medical and dental expenses. You can use the cash for travel and vacation. So in terms of flexibility, you will really love it. And by the way, BlueFed is going also allows you to get your cash real fast. And you can also pre-qualify through BlueFed. So there's a soft pull process through BlueFed. If you're looking for a credit union personal loan app for a fair credit, I want you to think about CCU. CCU app is really fantastic. The CCU app is available on the App Store, but also Google Play. That's really good. And I think if you remember, I was telling you that our credit unions, they're very, very, very generous. And CCU is one of those. So Consumers Credit Union mobile app allows you to qualify for a maximum loan amount of $100,000. Now, kind of similar to PenFed and NIED, the larger the loan amount, the more likely you have to visit a branch to finalize the paperwork once you are approved. Before they release the funds, they need to actually see you physically. Of course, you can apply through the mobile app, that's for sure. You'll go through the underwriting process, but once you are approved, you have to really go physically to a branch or even have a phone conversation. The only thing through CCU, Consumers Credit Union, is that they do not have a soft pull process. So you have to really be ready to actually have a hard pull right away, which means what? It means that you have to check your credit beforehand to make sure you're comfortable about the credit that you have. Because once you apply, they are going to, they're going to do a hard pull. They're going to hard check your FICO score to see how much you have. And CCU will approve you if you have a minimum FICO score of 600, okay, 600, and CCU is available nationally. It doesn't matter where you are at, you can qualify for a membership real fast. That's really good. On top of that, CCU allows you to have like through the mobile app, you can apply for what they call the signature loan. The signature loan is the one that gives you up to $100,000. There are no prepayment penalties, and you have a low fixed rates with flexible terms, and you have a quick approval process. You also have the possibility to through the CCU mobile app, you can actually apply for a motorcycle loan, a recreational vehicle loan, a secure loan also. Okay, so you can have, in terms of secure loan, you have a shared secure loan, or you have a secured collateralized loan. So that's pretty good. If you are looking for a credit union personal loan app for a fair credit, I want you to really consider ACU. So ACU stands for America's Credit Union. Here is another fantastic app that you can really consider this year. And the ACU Credit Union personal loan app is available on the App Store, but also through Google Play, and that's really good. So the cool thing about ACU is that you have the ability to actually qualify for a maximum of $25,000. Okay, they're not as generous as, let's say, a CCU, but they approve you real fast. As a matter of fact, you can be approved within 12 hours after applying for this loan. Okay, 12 hours. That's really good. So you can borrow a minimum of $500 and a maximum of $25,000 based on your individual needs and credit worthiness, and that's really good. And the APR will depend upon the repayment window that you actually go for. If you go for, let's say, 0 to 24 months, you have an APR that goes from 10 to 18%. 25 to 36 months, you have an APR that goes from 10% to 14%. For 37 to 48 months, you have an APR that goes from 11 to 15%. For, let's say, 49 to 60 months, you have 12% to 16%. For 61 to 72 months, you have 14% to 15%, 16%. And for 73 to 84 months, you have 14 to 15%. So you're looking at a maximum repayment window of 7 years. So that's really good. And through the ACU mobile app, you can also apply for a home improvement loan. That's really good also. And with a home improvement loan, you are looking at a maximum loan amount, again, that goes from $25,000 to $50,000. The fluctuation is there because every state has its own regulations. So ACU has a different policy depending upon the states where you are actually applying from. So if you apply for a credit union personal loan through the ACU mobile app, you also have the possibility to actually get loan protection just in case something were to happen. So that's really good. If you are looking for a credit union personal loan app for a fair credit, I want you to consider Logix this year, okay? And Logix is this app is highly rated in the App Store, but also through Google Play, okay? This is really good. And with Logix, you are able to qualify for loans, to pre-qualify, by the way, pre-qualify also for loans up to 84 months, okay? 84 months, you are looking at 7 years, so that's really good. You have the possibility to get things done real fast, okay? That's really good. From a flexibility point of view, that's really good. And maximum loan amount here, $50,000. And rates are as low as 11.49% APR. You have fixed monthly payments. The only thing is that with Logix, you have an element of geo restriction because Logix is not available in all 50 states, okay? So they are available only in Arizona, California, DC, Washington, DC, Maryland, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, Nevada, and West Virginia. So you got to live in those geographies to qualify for this loan. So it is what it is. Next, you have Fairwinds. If you're looking for a credit union personal loan app for fair credit, I want you to think about Fairwinds. And Fairwinds actually has an app that's available on Google Play, but also Android. Fantastic. With Fairwinds, you can qualify for a loan up to $50,000. And Fairwinds also has a geo restriction issue, quote unquote. Okay, this credit union is not available in all 50 states. So right now, Fairwinds is available in Alabama, Florida, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, and Washington State. So if you're not in those geographies, you are not going to find a loan through Fairwinds interesting, or even the mobile app, okay? So this credit union personal loan app for fair credit is not going to be beneficial to you. By the way, with the Fairwinds, you can get the $50,000, and they want you to have a FICO score minimum of 600 to actually qualify, okay, for this loan. And the interest rates hovers around, starts at about 8.5% and goes all the way to 18%, which is really the maximum that the NCUA has actually imposed on credit unions. So 8% all the way to 18%. Pretty good. So as a recap into this conversation, I'll share with you the top eight credit union personal loan apps for fair credit. And I give you the review and now the bottom line. In terms of review, you have FICO, you have PenFed, you have Conexus, you have BlueFed, you have Consumers Credit Union, you have America's Credit Union, you have Logix, and finally you have Fairwinds. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.